Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. My name's Acacia. Today I'm going to be doing a book review. I'm going to be doing a book review, one this day and one for Thursday, so that I have two book reviews for this week. It is Mental Health Awareness Month, and so I've picked two books that have to do with mental health. One which is a lighter, more easy read and just sort of more reminding you you're not alone. The other one is a little more serious and a little more about the illnesses of mental illness versus just basic mental health. So both of these books have been sent to me for review. I'm going to review one today and one on Thursday, and this one for today is Maybe You Should Talk to Someone. This is by Lori Gottlieb. It was sent to me by HMH Press, which I really appreciated. This book was something that I was very excited about, and I requested it, and I was super stoked when I got the email. I didn't think I was going to get a copy of this, but I was super lucky, and I look forward to working with them again. Hopefully they have more books having to do with mental health. It would be wonderful if I could get more going forward to work with them, especially if mental health is a focus for them. So this book, how do I describe this? This is a therapist's insight to her own struggles and her patient's struggles. And it is the overlapping issues in which the patient and the therapist can see similar issues. It was really honest. It had a lot of heart to it. It made me very intrigued to think about my own therapist life. I've had several moments where I find it very odd when I go into therapy and I don't ask my therapist, "How are you?" It's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't have the inclination to. It's that it's not appropriate for me to ask. I mean, I can ask the occasional, "How are you?" and get the good, "I'm good today." But like the actual reciprocation of a conversation based on how their day is actually going is very limited. And family is just out of the question, and relationships are just out of the question, and personal issues are just out of the question. I know none of that about my therapist, and I think that's what a good therapist does. They don't take their personal issues and bring them into the therapy session. And I think that that's very clear here, that a good therapist really takes what the patients say to heart, makes a genuine connection and understands their troubles, and can see some overlap within their own life and therefore have sympathy. However, they don't let their own issues blur into the treatment of their patients, and let their judgment be clouded. They give the same advice that they would give another patient with the same problems, and they themselves may not take the advice and need it from another source themselves, but they know the advice to give and they give it willingly. This is a nonfiction. It was deeply accessible and really illuminating, and it really gave me a overview of what could have been a more blanketed statement of "we all have issues, end of story." It was much more explored and explained and given pointers and examples, and it was really important and valuable. It is a really good book for anyone who's been in therapy or is considering therapy, to kind of look at the fact that their therapist would be a person, not just a robot that's giving you random advice. There's actually some value and insight that the therapist might have that you don't. but at the same time, they're dealing with their own things in their own life, in their own situation. And you really have to take that into consideration. It's a really weird line to kind of discuss, especially when you think about the fact that you're telling them your innermost secrets or troubles or issues, and you're giving them really bad information sometimes in terms of some really scary, traumatic issues. You're giving them things that most normal people can't handle to hear, and they take it and they listen and they give you back feedback and they don't judge you. And that's what a good therapist does. They don't judge you. They don't give you any, this is heavy, I'm gonna put it down. They don't give you any half-assed conversation of, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that, moving on. They want you to immerse yourself in the conversation and to really sit with the fact that maybe you had a one-night stand and you're feeling terrible about it, and they want you to examine that reason for feeling terrible. They don't care about the one-night stand. That's not their issue. They're not worried about the one-night stand. That was your choice. You made it. You're good. But why do you feel terrible? They want you to examine that and go deeper and to understand more. And that's a really valuable thing. And it's a really valuable insight that therapists offer. And for them to be able to go to their own therapist and to have insight into their own issues is a really important thing to note, is that they themselves have issues that they are putting to the side for you. So I really enjoyed that book. I would definitely recommend it to people who are interested in mental health. It was really fabulous. It was something that I was really excited about, and I'm super glad that I got an advanced reader copy. It came out in April, so I'm a little bit late to the game, but totally worth the hype if you read it. There wasn't really a lot of hype around it, but it got some friction within the booksellers community as well as within the mental health community. So it's worth giving a dive. So that is that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, click that subscribe button down below. I would love to say thank you to my Patreons. I adore you guys so much. If you are looking for a way to support me, my Patreon is linked in the doobly-doo. Thank you so much for your time. I will talk to you in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.